It's the last and final part of Project Wilna. It's part 5. A bit sad, but also really happy to share this layout. I raised this background with some gelatos and a really cute paper skirt. I think it can only go one way. Uh, so that is the elements I'm going to take with me, and I'm going to start with the background. Here I have a stencil from Prima, and it sort of looks like a map of a city or something, and I really like it. It has some really thin or detailed patterns and then some bigger spaces. So I'm just going to go over it with glue, and it's really cheap glue, and that's why I'm using it. And I didn't have any matte medium or multi-medium or anything like that. So I just use a spatula and let's go over it, the whole thing pretty much. Well, not the whole thing, but sort of like that. When I let it dry overnight, you can see it has buckled a bit. And then I'm just going to go over it with gelatos, because what is Project Wilna without at least one with gelatos? I mean, yeah. These gelatos are from the tropical set, and I really like them. And you have seen me use them. You haven't seen me use them, but you have seen projects that I have used that I'm going to work into other things. That is what I'm going to say. If you find my voice to be a bit of an echo, it's because I am sitting downstairs editing this video instead of up in my where I usually sit because the puppies are downstairs sleeping and I try to fit it in. Uh, there's a lot of words. But anyway, just going to do this, and you can see it gets a bit muddy and you can't see the resist because the glue is really bad. So I'm just going to take a baby wipe and you can see the resist coming right through. Now this glue doesn't dry very well, so the gelato can still cling on to it, and that's why you can see the resist. We're going to work on the skirt here, and I took some scraps from making the mini Project Life kits. I made a blog post about the blush one, and I really love the paper, so I made a little kit of it. And here is the 6 by 2 inch strips that get left over. So I just cut them in different width, and then I'm going to trim the edges with different scissors and do different things. Now Vilna, she had a cut file making different little hearts and borders and all of that. Like I said before, I don't have one, so I have to improvise, and it takes a bit longer, but I'm fine with it. I really like doing it, and it takes time and you have to watch it. But I hope you like it anyway. So this scallop I found worked perfectly with the dots, and yeah, so I have two different that I tend to use, and this pink one I actually sort of just use when I'm going to round corners or something. Yeah, I don't round corners a lot, but when I do, I use this scissor. Well, we have different things in life that we learn, and I learned you can use this one. So anyway, I'm going to do that, and then I'm also going to use, well, you're going to see that later. So anyway, here's all the junk, and you can see my embossing technique over there is chandeliers on my desk. Yeah, I was embossing the vellum for this layout, and I dropped the vellum face down with the embossing just embossed, so it's still warm, and that is why I have white embossed chandeliers on my desk. Yeah. Now I'm using my crocodile to make little holes, and I make big ones and small ones. Also, I'm going to take pin and just, well, that was a bad placement of my hand, but I just poke holes through it, and in different sort of patterns and such. Now I'm just crinkle them up to get them more texture, so they just don't lay flat because that is boring. So doing that to all of them, and yeah. This skirt is really easy to make, and when you have a bit more texture and volume on the skirt, I think it looks better. and it takes up a lot of space in the album either. Um, but just that little bit of fringe makes it just look so cute. So the color I used was sort of an off-white, blackish, brownish, pink, and green to go with the colors that I painted the background with. So I'm going to start with just taking this strip of paper and taking tape, and then going down with the first layer, and I'm going to tape that down, which I already said. So yeah, that is the first layer. Then I'm going to go with my mini stapler to put them together. This for two reasons, and that is I really want them to stick down, and I like the staple look. It gets a bit raw, and if you would use tape, it would be a bit thicker there too. But since I staple it down, it adds more volume at the bottom of this card too. So yeah. So just keep adding until you think. And also on the end, I tried to to angle them out a bit, so it just doesn't look too flat and boring. This one. So it sort of looks like a skirt, like it's flowing in the wind or something. Uh, I'm sounding way too happy right now, I feel. Yeah. Anyway, so here we have it. And here we have the vellum that I made, and my photo and the skirt. So, and I have a gold doily, and yeah, just going to find some good placement for it. I'm really happy with the vellum piece, with the chandeliers, and now I'm going to tape it down. And it's really good, it's so much embossed on it, because I can tape it really good down. Um, that was a good sentence. What I meant to say is I can tape it good because I can tape all under the chandeliers and you can't see it. So that is what I'm going to say. And the gold doily and the photo. Um, and going to tape it down, yeah. Oh no, we're going to go with clear photo corners here. Oh, I hate these. I'm sorry. Oh, but it is actually really good. I did this because when I tape it down here, I realized I didn't want it there, so I can move it later. So that is good. So I'm just going to plug in my heat gun, or glue gun. Oh my god, I cannot speak. Ugh. Okay, so I just put it there, and I'm going to use, you can see that I placed my photo a bit higher up. Going to glue it down. And you can see the pink and the green goes together with the background. And I'm going to use these stickers, and I think they're from Studio Calico. I do not know because it doesn't say on that, and it's my first like stickers ever. I like stickers, my first stickers, so, and I love them. They're not very classic, I know, and I probably won't be able to use them forever and ever. Because it's a very specific design with the gold and the dots, so it's very in right now. But I think they're so cute and they're so happy, and I mean, they're gold. So yeah, and the title I'm going to write here is Today. So I'm just going to take some of the hot glue to to put them down because they have a tendency to wander, and I sort of like them to stay. So yep. Just going to take a date stamp like that, and then yeah, there, but we can continue. Here I'm going to use my black letter stickers to write the continue of the title. And today, so the title is Today I Want to. So going to put down my journaling, and I'm using a Fiber Castell black sharp point in XS, and so it's really really tiny. Now I like to journal with this pen because the tip is very fine pointed, so I can write very small, and it's waterproof and all that good stuff. Um, I actually like to draw with it even better than write with it because I feel it's not my true handwriting when I journal with this pen. And you just think like, well, if you write it, it's your true handwriting. But I feel that different pens give you different handwriting, and this one I have a hard time writing comfortably. Oh, I cannot speak. I give up. Oh, I should just be quiet. Ugh. My positivity is endless. Okay, so we have some enamel dots from Simple Stories. And I'm going to put out some of those. And here we have my Dymo, and I invested in Dymo tape that is gold, and put it next to these thickers and the doilies, it looks green. And my Dymo, I think he's made the last thing now. It's broken, so he doesn't punch the letters very good. So when you have this really light Dymo tape, you can't really see it. So anyway, I decided to take that off later. But yeah, the last thing that you will see here is some black dots, and it's a distress ink. And I know I swore I would never use it again, but well, I'm not better than I can change my mind. So it's a lot of inks, and I'm just gonna try to suck it up. Haha, that is funny. Okay, anyway, here you can see the finished layout. I hope you liked it, and thank you so much for sticking with me. And I really like making this series, and have a great week.